RatePoint supports multiple methods to access its content. It has an API to integrate with other applications. Its data can be presented through a flat rate data file and loaded into other systems, or users can come to the user interface where there are a variety of different methods to find rates. Rates can be looked up using the standard filters for state, county, city, and zip. In addition, rates can be differentiated by vertical. RatePoint has standard content libraries supporting different types of rates for the food and beverage industry, construction, and automotive, among others. Rates can also be accessed using a zip code lookup. Simply enter a zip code and find matching rates. The anatomy of a rate in RatePoint consists of several data component parts, starting with the Geo Code. The Geo Code in RatePoint follows the FIPS standard, which is a federal standard to describe geographies. The first 2 digits are state, followed by the next 3 for county, and the last 5 for place name. On the record, you'll also notice that there are references to the state, county, and city, as well as the zip code, followed by the combined rate for sales tax and the combined rate for use tax. To the right of those data elements, there are several icons. The light bulb icon can be hovered over to look at all the special taxing districts on a record. The vertical up and down arrow demonstrates that there are rates that deviate from the general sales and use tax rates for different verticals that RatePoint supports. Finally, the binoculars will give you detailed analysis of the rates broken out by its component parts. The default view is for both sales and use, but users can toggle between the two and set different defaults. Looking at this particular record, you can see that there is a state component, a county component, a city component, and then there are 2 special taxing districts also on the record. The combined rate is shown at the bottom. You'll also notice that the taxing authority for each level is defined in the data file as well. A complete history of all rates is also available in RatePoint going back at least 20 years in every jurisdiction. RatePoint is also integrated with the Pitney Bowes geospatial system called Geo Tags. This gives users the ability to enter in an address, convert it to a latitude-longitude point, and then take that point and definitively define the taxing jurisdiction and associated rate. You'll notice here as I entered the street level information that the street address is only partial, is not capitalized, has no drive, ave, or street behind it. The city, state is blank, and there is no +4 on the zip. But when I hit find, the GeoTags module cleanses that address, capitalizes it, fills in the missing information, and then produces the associated rate record. The associated rate record in this case is for a state that has a flat tax across the entire state, namely Massachusetts. And so what happens here is you'll see that there is Essex County returned as the county, the state, but the zip code is all zeros, and the city name is default. This is the default record that matches all municipalities in Massachusetts that cannot enact their own tax. So rather than have a separate rate record for every city that doesn't have a tax, you'll have this one default city associated with it. The confidence level of 93% suggests that the Pitney Bowes algorithm for cleansing the address data had to fill in some of the missing data elements, so it was just shy of 100. You can calibrate the system to avoid returning a rate when the confidence level drops below your user-defined preference. And those are the different methodologies that users can engage in to find different rates and information in the RatePoint system.